number 3 of the Shoot for the Stars 12 Days of Wish Overwatch tournament. I am Kobayashi. Join with me is Mariana. And we got another great day of matches. Would you say so?
Indeed, we do. We have a matchup of Pogchampions versus UGA Red.
And we've seen what some of these teams can do in the past. And go ahead. I'm honestly thinking it's going to be another great match. But real quick, before we dive more into the teams, while we get things set up, we of course want to thank our lovely sponsor, Skulls, for providing wonderful gear. They make great t-shirts, backpacks, and other accessories, and some really high quality merchandise. And of course, we also want to encourage everyone currently in the chat and watching the stream to please make a donation to Make-A-Wish Georgia. It's a wonderful cause, and Mariana, I'll let you talk about some of the incentives.
Yes, if you donate
donating.
to the stream, then you'll have special opportunities to give us casters some challenges, so to speak.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not quite I don't quite remember what those challenges were, but
Here, I got it pulled up. So, if a person makes a $75 individual donation, we'll have to catch one map in an ASMR voice. $150 individual donation. We the casters have to do our best ooh voice for the next map. Isn't that fun? And then we have just overall goals, at least for the amount raised during a single match. So $250 raised during a single match. The chat actually will get to pick a hero for both teams to play. $500 will have the chat pick the next map, and $750 raised during a single match will force the next map to be Paris. And despite the fact that it's perhaps the most disliked map in the entire game, it's still because it's for a good cause,
indeed
And
it is. So, yes, if you want to get the chance to do any of the following things, if you want to get the chance to offer such opportunities to us casters and the players, feel free to donate.
absolutely. And
It is to a good cause, so that every single dime isn't going to waste, so to speak.
Yeah. Any donation really helps. And we will, because this tournament's going to be going on for a while, you still have a lot of chances and some good amount of time to keep sending in donations. But we do want to thank those of you who have already donated. So far we've raised $253, which is quite good for at least 2 days worth of donations. So keep them coming, guys. But it looks like all the members of Pogchampions and UGA Red are here. Indiana, if you had to pick a possible favorite for this matchup, or at least some players to watch out for, who are you taking a peek at?
Since I am more familiar with UGA Red, I'm gonna primarily talk about them for the most part. And
Okay.
one key player I have to pick out from the team has to be the DPS player Venom, because despite UGA Red's loss to the Gamecocks the other day, Venom was a standout player. He had so many great individual moments on those hit scan roles, primarily the Widowmaker and the McCree. So you want to keep an eye on Venom as he's always going to find those opportunities to pop off and just do some damage for the members of UGA Red.
Mm.
Maybe Kobayashi, could you talk more about Pogchampions since I'm not very familiar with the members of that team?
So Pogchampions are quite an interesting bunch. I believe if I pull up the bracket here, their last opponent was the ERAU Eagles, and we all know how good the Eagles can be. But I think Pogchampions have some potential of their own, and this match is going to be on the redemption bracket side of things. So I'm curious to see who will continue to advance here on the other side of the bracket.
So who's the standout member for the Pogchampions in your opinion?
I wouldn't say there's like a massive standout player, but I would say just all of them work together fairly well together. I mean, maybe someone will step up to the plate this game. Could be someone else, but we'll just have to see. And looks like both teams are ready to go and get this started. We're on Ilios, and we're on Lighthouse, I believe. The map
Indeed
point number
we
one.
are. Indeed we are. Looks like the Pogchampions are going to be rolling out with a hook composition while UGA Red runs with a
pull from Mini Ninja, and Nate the Beast will secure the kill, but Lane, not to be outdone, takes out Fornix, so there are trades on either side.
Indeed, a trade of the main tanks as both teams seek to postulate on the point.
Yeah. I do like this this pick from Cali Tomato. The Echo can actually do quite a bit of damage to the Roadhog, and is able to one of the few characters to burst him down quite efficiently. And so far, UGA Red are getting quite a few picks so far, but we'll just have to see. Pogchampions doing their best to stay in the fight, but that should be the cap now. We're on Ninja going down to Cali Tomato, and UJ Red gets the first cap in map point number one.
And for a lot from that fight was on the back of both Venom and Cali Tomato. Like I said before, the DPS players of UGA Red are the stars of their team basically, and Cali Tomato has stepped up massively since UGA Red's game yesterday against the Gamecoccyx. But as I say that, the Tamuja does go down again.
Yeah, Dollops getting the kill. Oh, here comes the Nano Reaper. Quite a scary foe to deal with here. A nice anti could mean the difference, but in the end, doesn't matter. Zelix popped the Transcendence, and that was all they needed to win the fight.
Cali Tomato gets a 3K, a double kill with the focusing beam, and another pick onto, I believe it was Dolops on the McCree. Oh no, sorry, it was I don't remember who the last member he picked off was, but that's a triple kill for Cali Tomato, and he has the duplicate ready. Oh, yeah. UJ Red sitting on a back of ultimates right now, and the Might Shield comes out.
Field could be deadly. The Pulse Bomb also goes out. Fortnite goes down, but there are more picks coming out for the side of the Pogchampions. Nice sleep dart onto Temujin. But here is another Roadhog courtesy of the duplicated Echo. And Nate the Beast shuts that down almost immediately. Another nice sleep dart from Internal. Haven't been really bringing him up too much, but they've been doing a fantastic job providing these anti-nades and sleeping some of the members of UJ Red, and that'll be the flip.
Yeah, but throughout that entire engagement, that was some fantastic salt coming through for the members of UGA Red, and they forced out nearly all the ultimates on the side of Pogchampions. They only have the Deadeye now, and maybe a Nano Boost.
Yeah.
While UGA Red, they're currently sitting on a Valkyrie and a whole hog, one of which is
Oh,
going to pop right
this
now.
whole hog is
Double
gonna
kill.
be so deadly. Lane with the double kill, possibly 3 here. He gets internal, and it is just Fornick and Dollops on the point. A desperation Deadeye only finds Cali Tomato, but the damage has been done, and the res is gonna be coming out. Nate the Beast, a desperation teleport onto the point, but he might just have to back away and hope his team can regroup a team. Oh no! Venom with the
Ooh.
and that might be all she wrote. Yes, indeed. UGA Red are going to be capping first point here on Ilios.
Again, like I said, the DPS players from UGA Red are showing why they were able to match the beat of the Gamecocks the other day, and as the Gamecocks are a very impressive team, but like I said before, Venom and today looks like Cali Tomato has both stepped up massively, and yeah, they're just doing so much work for the side of UGA Red.
That they are. But there were some and we'll see if they can switch it up here. Heading on to Ruins now. And once again, the UGA Red are going to be running the Hog and the Ball, but this time, Pogchampions is going to be favoring a Ryan Zarya composition.
This is a very interesting composition coming through for the side of the Pogchampions, with a Hanzo and Soldier with a Ryan Zarya, but the Reinhardt is just getting pushed back, and Internal goes down.
Oh, the back line being picked apart by the members of UGA, and unfortunately, there's not really much you could do there. Venom does somehow fall off the side, but it doesn't matter. He's a tracer. He could probably come back quite quickly.
That was
so once again, UGA.
Yeah, aside from a slip up from Venom, that fight was entirely in favor of UGA. And you gotta favor them as they're building up some very crucial ultimates right now, and Dolops goes down.
Oh boy, Zelix taking such an aggressive angle, just applying the pressure on that right side, and so far no one has come to challenge him. Internal getting pressured by Temujin, but Dollops finds Venom with the Hanzo arrow.
There's attack visor, there's a nano visor coming through for the side of Pogchampions right now.
See Nate the Beast, can he find 2? He does find Temujin, and that might be all they need, but Zelix gonna be getting some kind of a final pick here, just to kind of stall the point out a little further. Venom looking around the point, but finally, Pogchampions will get the flip, and Nate the Beast did a great job there with the Soldier 76.
Yes, some very good ult management this time, only needing to use the nano visor, but throughout the entire engagement, UGA only used a duplicate. They still have 5 ultimates left on the table.
I'm gonna be watching for this this possible grab dragons coming up. Dollop is quite close to building his ultimate, and Mini Ninja has the grab at the ready should he choose.
There's a trance coming through from Zelix, but the
Shatter only finds Lane and Venom, but trades going out left and right, but the picks, I would say, are favoring UGA, and they're gonna get the flip. Nate the Beast,
yeah, that was
doing his best to stall, but yeah, that's it.
That was a very late recontest, and they just the remaining members of Pogchampions just find themselves staggered.
Now, Pogchampions did only pretty much use the beat drop and the shatter, so that's really all they have to worry about. A nice pick from Dollops onto Zelix. Fornick has to be careful though, he's so low! And they can be tries to attack visor, but the sticky grenades do the job! Oh my goodness, what a hook to save the Mercy, but in the end it may not matter because Pogchampions are charging forward and getting the flip here.
Indeed, at the final hour, the Grab Dragons does come out, only finding the Mercy, but that was all they really needed. But again, the members of Pogchampions have no ultimates. They will probably only have the Earth Shatter as Fornic is close to it. But look at the ult percentages for the members of UGA Red. They're coming up on 3. Tamu just popped the minefield already.
Oh, Fornick has got to be careful, and he gets caught in a mine, but Dogs does take out Venom. So the Tracer is gone, but Zelix, we haven't been highlighting him too much, but he has been a terror on the Zen. He's pretty much acting like a third DPS, it seems. Wilhelm just a desperation beat drop just to build a little bit more percentage, but it looks like it'll only be Fornic that's able to touch the point. He tries to charge, but no. UGA Red.
He was a bit too off to the side. He instead charges into the wall, and yeah, Ilios goes over to UGA Red.
Really nicely done. You could tell that UGA have a lot of great mechanical skill, not only coming out from the DPS, but also some of the supports and some of the tanks. And so far, it seems that UGA Red seems to be the better of the two so far. But
Indeed,
of course,
I just want to highlight that their coordination and shot calling, they just know when they need to use their ultimates and which ultimates to hold in reserve, as they nearly came out of every fight and on the winning end. Even though they did losing some engagements, they still had the ultimates to turn the next fight around.
they did. Now, heading into match number 2, it is going to be Pogchampion's pick. So while Ilios did go the way of UGA Red, I'm definitely curious to see what the Pogchampions map choice will be, because like they could throw a map that they've practiced on, that they're more comfortable with, and maybe they have a much more solid game plan for. But I did see
Indeed.
some good stuff out of them, especially coming from internal, the Ana, who provided not only some nice healing but some good sleep darts and some nice anti-nades.
Yes, Internal had a very solid Ana despite their loss on Ilios. He managed to sleep Temujin most of that game. And I also want to highlight the DPS, Dolops and Nate the Beast. Nate the Beast peaked rather early and he sort of stagnated, but when he peaked, he really made his impact known. And Dolops, he was also he was also doing very well on the Hanzo, especially on Ruins. Uh, but if we can see some more consistent play from both DPS, maybe we could see Pogchampions possibly taking a map.
Yeah, and I'm all for having a real series on our hand, a real back and forth, because usually those matches are the most fun. And I will say when Pog Champions did face against the Eagles, um, it did take a little bit to get the momentum started, but once they got the momentum, they looked rather good, and it was more just on the Eagles to stop that momentum, and UGA will probably look to do the same here, as they looks like they're going to be defending first here on Dorado.
So what kind of compositions do you expect to see on Dorado?
Now, me personally, as someone who plays a lot of tank, there are there's quite a few comps you could run, but personally, I do like to run kind of a dive style. here on Dorado, especially for parts of Point A and especially Point B. Um, Near the church, there's just a lot of high ground to play with. And if you're the attackers, you want to be able to control, you want to be able to take that control away from the defenders, who more than likely will be using and setting up their defense around the church here in the center of Point B. And even Point A, there's a lot of there are two massive points of high ground that both teams might want to contest and control. But we'll,
Ooh,
we'll
it's a
see. We'll
very
see.
interesting. That's a very interesting composition coming through from the side of UGA Red. Looks like they'll be running a hyperdive composition with a Reaper Sombra and a Bap Mercy for defense.
Right.
Certainly unconventional to say the least, but when it is Dorado and the high rooftops could make escape very easy for the Hammond and the Winston. Whilst on the other hand, Pogchampions are going to be sticking with the Ryan Zarya and the Hansa Soldier, which has done them relatively well on Ilios Ruins.
That it has. So now they have to be careful though. They like after getting the scout, they should expect the members of UGA to maybe look at their back line.
Ooh, that's a fantastic sweeper coming through from internal again. Sort of shutting down that dive relatively quickly.
He's been very good, and Nate the Beast takes out Cali Tomato. So no more cheeky hacks coming in the back. Another nice sleep start. Internal does give his life for it, but Nate the Beast secures the kill. So both DPS are missing for UGA Red. And this is what I'm talking about. Once Pogchampions start gaining momentum, they will take it and use it to push on forward.
Bit of a positioning error there from Dolov still, as he does go down to the lane on the Wrecking Ball. But the hack comes through on the Reinhardt. Pogchampions are without a shield for the moment, but the shield does come back. Unfortunately, the minefield is also there just to cover their escape. Wilhelm and Fornick go down.
Yeah, there is the cleanup from UGA, but again, like Pogchampions, they're down, but they're not out. They still have about 2.5 minutes to get this payload, I should say, to the end of Point A. And so far, they've been doing a relatively fine job of progressing it as far as they have. But we'll say this underpass area is so hard to push through, and if they can push past that, they will have a much easier time getting it further.
There's the Tac Visor coming through. The Primal Rage has been popped from Temujin, sort of trying to clear the payload, but throughout all that madness, Frogs goes down, and UGA are without their Mercy. That's a lot of healing gone.
Yeah, but they're another nice pick from Dollops, using the Storm Arrows, and the Boostia coming out from Wilhelm should just secure the fight, and that will be Point A here for Pogchampions.
Like you said, this is some great stuff coming through from Pogchampions. Once they do get the ball rolling, they really don't let the momentum stop, and they just keep trucking on through Dorado.
Yeah, although I'm gonna be watching out for these EMP coming out from Cali Tomato. They have built it up now, so we'll have to see what and they decide a combo with it. Maybe the Reaper. Oh yes, they will. Venom gonna be getting 2 kills, and here's the cleanup from the rest of UGA. So a very clean fight. Only used the EMP and the Death Blossom to get things started. And again, this is what I'm talking about earlier. UGA just using controlling the church, and right now Pogchampions really don't have anyone to really just send up there. They just have to just hunker down on the payload and power through all this poke damage coming from UGA.
Yeah, but when you look at that fight, it was also relatively inexpensive for Pogchampions, as they have a wealth of ultimates. They have 5 ultimates, and as I say that, it looks like Nathan Beast doesn't even need to use the Attack Visor, finds 2 picks instantly. There's the Attack Visor, comes out now.
Main
And
Ninja does get epic frogs, and Nate the Beast somehow managed to take out the Reaper in a close range duel? Okay. He still goes down, but despite Fortnite going down first, again, the momentum from Pogchampions is much stronger, and Dollops finds Zelix. Unfortunately, Cali Tomato was not there to peel for his Ana.
yeah,
And Internal takes out Venom.
That's insane, and Ana taking out a Reaper, and Cali Tomato finds Wilhelm, so that's a lot of passive healing gone for the side of Pogchampions.
A shatter, probably just to clean up the rest of the members here. They also committed the Nano, but the Nano Ryan should surely help get the job done here. The grab, just locking the members in place, and that'll be point B for Pogchampions.
I was about to say, as the fight goes on, you gotta favor the members of UGA Red, but the Graviton Surge from Fornic was solid, finds 2 people, and that was all the cleanup that the members of Pogchampions needed as they push into point C of Dorado.
And we do see now that they're going to be making at least a couple swaps. Now we're going to be seeing the Lucio and the Moira for the support line for UGA, and Lane has moved from the Wrecking Ball onto the Zarya, so maybe some double bubble action, but actually Mini Ninja is on a Reinhardt of his own, but Cali Tomato goes down. That's a massive no EMP to work with. A shatter coming out from Mini Ninja, and here come Pogchampions. They're continuing to push forward, and nothing can stop them right now. Cali Tomato does have the EMP, but will they be able to use it? No! They're not even gonna get the chance. Dollops gonna just palm strike him down, and Pogchampions, a minute 38 for the cap onto Dorado C. Nicely done from them.
That was a fantastic shadow coming through from Mini Ninja, and no one was able to contest Nate the Beast on the high ground. So the soldier was just free firing onto the members of UGA Red, and that was just fantastic use of the map, and that was fantastic positioning. Good use of ultimates as well, as
Absolutely.
Pogchampions just seal out their attack on Dorado with a very solid time bank too.
They do. And also, I mean, while we did highlight Nate the Beast, you know, he did a great job. Dollops, not to be outdone himself. There were times when, you know, when he got a couple of shutdowns, especially towards the end there, where poor Cali Tomato could not use EMP at all.
Yes, the members of UGA Red, they had the EMP Death Blossom combo again, but Attack Visor just shut that all down. Cali Tomato gets caught out, wasn't expecting it, and Venom didn't have a good opportunity to use the Death Blossom. He was dead before he could pop it.
And he was. So once again, UGA going to be running a dive style composition, but this time with a Wrecking Ball and a Diva. But on the side of the Pogchampions, they're going to be hunkering down here with this double shield setup. Delusion and Venom just look in the back, but Pogchampions have caught on to the business, and Delusion couldn't even play the game for a little while. All that CC coming in to finally take him out.
Yeah, that was a bit of a weird engagement from Delusion and Venom. They were a bit hesitant there when I think they should have just went all in. You can't be hesitant with a dive. You gotta pick a target and you gotta jump on them. So I think that was a bit of a missed opportunity for UGA Red. That being said, though, they did manage to get the payload under the bridge.
But this is the hardest point of, and Nate the Beast just takes out Venom, flickety split. And once again, Temujin drops very low, but thankfully he will have adaptive shields to keep him nice and healthy. But again, like this underpass is so hard to push through. This is honestly the hardest part of point A to really push past, because the defenders have a lot of sight lines to work with and to maneuver around.
Looks like UGA Red are just trying to poke and get their ultimates, but during that process, Pogchampions are doing the exact same. However, as I say, that Zelix just wanted to pick on the Dollops.
Gonna get immediately res back though. There's a pulse bomb committed, and a lot more, but Temujin just gonna be taking a nap. Once again, Internal somehow managed to always be on point with those sleep darts. Nate the Beast's gonna do his best to keep his team in the fight, and so far they're actually doing a decent job, but Lane gets a baby diva kill. You don't see that every day. But will finally go down, and looks like Pogchampions are gonna stabilize here.
And just look at the ultimates they have. They have the Gravitic Flux and the High Noon, perhaps waiting for a combo, the highest of noons, so to speak. However, UGA Red does have a wealth of ultimates of their own. They have the Valkyrie, they have the Duplicate, and they have the Self-Destruct, along with a Minefield and possibly a Pulse Bomb from Venom. So, going into this next fight, you gotta favor the side of UGA Red if they have more ultimates to work with.
Yeah. It's all gonna be on the... Oh no! Temujin went the wrong way. He backed into the minefield instead of out. And so here is UGA Red's opportunity to just steamroll on forward and finally take point A, but a much smaller time bank to work with here. Probably gonna cap it with maybe 50 seconds left, maybe less. And there it is. There's the cap.
Yeah, Mini Ninja, a bit of positioning error there. He got a bit confused as to the spread of the minefield, and that works out in favor of UGA Red as they managed to cap point A. However, they still have the same ult combo and even more ultimates to work with. They're gonna have a nano boost and attack visor along with a Valkyrie. But that was a relatively inexpensive fight for UGA Red as they still have 4 ultimates and a Transcendence possibly soon.
Yeah, you see Venom and Temujin just controlling that right side. A stick! Oh no! That's one of the worst feelings as a tank player, when it gets stuck to you, but in the end your support just stays too close to you and dies. So it looks like, yep, UGA are just gonna use this advantage quite heavily, and Fortek just has to retreat, but the damage from Venom just gonna seal the deal. And UGA Red, not to be outdone here on their attack.
Yeah, Dollops just pops his High Noon and Spawn. Doesn't think the ultimate is worth sticking with on the McCree for a soft to the Tracer, but Wilhelm's Valkyrie gets instantly shut down by Cali Tomato on that Echo.
And Venom also takes out Internal, so both DPS are down. Venom on a tear, blinking around, getting 3, even 4, maybe even 5 picks, and off the back of some stellar play. Oh no! I don't know about that, Rez, because now Fornik is just in the wasteland, in no man's land.
Bit of an unfortunate rest there as the members of UGA Red just continue trucking on through. They don't show any signs of stopping, and Dollops has to swap to the May.
Yeah, but this May could be key to slowing UGA down a little bit, especially the Wrecking Ball. Here comes the Flux. Does it find anything? Doesn't look like it. And Zelix takes out the May. So no more annoying.
That's a massive check. There's another attack visor though. That's a nano visor.
A lot of
ways to nano or Risa.
Yeah, maybe just to build some extra percentage to get to that supercharger. Venom is still just blinking around, causing a nuisance in the back line. Does finally go down, but basically has another pulse bomb ready to go.
Temujin swaps over to the right. I don't think he's gonna live for much longer. No, he gets out with the charge to the rest of his team, but that was a very scrappy fight that went the way of the Pogchampions as they managed to stabilize their defense at point C.
Temujin actually going to be swapping right back to the Wrecking Ball. Perhaps they're insistent on this dive. But with that previous fight win, this does guarantee Pogchampions will have a much better time bank. Should UGA get the cap on the C. Nice pulse bomb, and Wilhelm much smarter this time. He's not gonna fall for the same trick twice. And
that might not matter. Zelix finds 2.
Oh boy, UGA. The picks are going in their favor, and Mini Ninja just doing his best to maybe buy some extra time for his team. Another sleep dart again. Internal will not be outdone. Here comes the blizzard, but the bomb doesn't find anything. But
the full mech finds Wilhelm.
That's very rare. You don't really see remet kills happening at all. And at this point, they're just eating off the clock, maybe to stave off some time. But in the end, UGA are still going to cap, but only have a minute to work with on their attack.
That was actually a very solid defense coming through from Pogchampions. They found a lot more opportunities to stabilize than UGA Red, and overall they looked a lot more solid on Dorado so far. That's not to take anything away from UGA Red though, as nearly all the members, especially Venom and Cali Tomato and Zelix, they are all showing such great individual skills on their characters, so some good stuff coming through from both teams. However, like you said, UGA Red only has a minute to work with, and they're gonna go with the traditional dive on their attack.
Yeah, and you see Dollops now favoring the May again. At this point, they expect UGA to do the same thing. Probably gonna run a dive with the Wrecking Ball. Temujin loves that hero a lot, and I don't blame him. Wrecking Ball's a very fun character, but you can have a very bad day if you're not able to roll around, which again, big props to Internal for somehow always managing to find the sleep dart onto the ball.
However, it looks like the UGA Red are gonna go back to this Wrecking Ball Diva dive, and although it is red this time, the sleep dart does miss. However, Venom does go down to Nate the Beast.
Yeah, again, like they know at this point. They are ready for this, and Venom will come back quickly. But Dollops is on the low ground. This could prove poor for them, but this is going to be the last fight for the most part. Lane's mech is demeched, but Fortnite goes down. That might be an even bigger pick. And Temujin doing his damnedest to maybe get some cause some mayhem in the back, but does have to worry about the May. And Zelix goes down, and the tag visor from Nate the Beast. That this might be the end of UGA Red's offense here. Heading into OT. Nice. Oh, but a stick could change things. Wilhelm does go down.
The bongo does go down. From Cali Tomato to duplicate. He duplicated the Orisa, but I don't think that's gonna be enough. The members of UGA Red are falling one by one.
Yeah, Nate the Beast with 3 kills at the end and will secure the hold for his team.
I was a
So
bit worried
UGA,
there for the side of Pog. I was actually a bit worried there for the side of the Pogchampions as there seems to be a bit of a miscommunication. Dollops dropped a bit early than the rest of his team, but that desperate scramble to save Dollop's life actually worked out well for them as they managed to stabilize and stop UGA Red's offense.
yeah, and there was a nice stick from Venom there at the end. It does get the mercy, but in the end, the numbers advantage and the blizzard made it really hard for him for the Tracer to get in close and execute their game plan, which is they want to be annoying. They want to just blink around and be a nuisance.
Attackers incoming in 30 seconds.
Exactly, and from the moment I saw the double shield, I was always wondering if this was a possibility, and it looks like we might be seeing the pirate ship composition coming through from the Pogchampions.
Now we are. They don't have a lot of progress to be made. They only pretty much have to get just a little bit past the underpass to secure the map. But there could be just a lot of shield poke here coming the from UGA Red, especially with that Hanzo.
However, I would like to think that the Pogchampions have a bit more shield break as they are running the Bastion. Nate the
That
Beast
they
gonna
are,
be
but
that Bakami Tomato finds the pick. Oh, finds two!
yep. So still, Pogchampions have pretty much progressed it to under the bridge, but they're still fighting base. Cali Tomatoes Hanzo popping off and pretty much has a Dragon Strike ready to go.
Yeah, and Zelix too. He was also fragging out on that Zenyatta. He almost has a Transcendence, which could be huge for the side of UGA Red. So we could be seeing this going in their favor. Pogchampions only has a minute and a half left to push this to the Golden Monster victory.
Yeah. I do like the swaps though. Like if you lose your Bastion, it could be so hard to set up. But oh, the window, that showing off that how much that buff matters. But Lane and Cali Tomato hold on, and Cali Tomato.
Oh my god! Cali Tomato!
Cali Tomato. This Hanzo is putting in so much work. Another
Tomato finds another pick onto Wilhelm.
What
Cali
a-
Tomato just went massive there. The Flux Dragon combo saves
Oh.
UGA Red's defense.
Oh my goodness, that was so clutch coming up from Lane and Cali Tomato. But here we go. This is it. The last fight. All the members of UGA Red have now regrouped and will now fight as a full 6. But all they have to work with is that window, which could mean the difference here. But Dallas finds Venom. There is no mercy to res that. A nice anti-nade, but Cali Tomato takes out Mini Ninja.
And there's the window. The rest does come through from Wilhelm, and the wings have been popped, and Zelix goes down. Epic Frost
Mini
2.
Ninja just stopping away though, and finds 3. This might be the end. A desperation flux, but in the end, it doesn't matter. Pogchampions gonna be securing a map and tying up the series 1-1.
Despite the heroics coming through from Cali Tomato and Lane, it wasn't enough. But boy, that was a map. Wouldn't
That
you
was
agree?
a map. Just some real pop-off moments coming from either team, and of course, yeah, those lanes. Oh, I love playing Sigma. What a fun character. He was broken on release, but now he's a little bit more balanced. And no surprise, Cali Tomato, Nate the Beast, getting full endorsements from their teams. Both put on an amazing performance on that map.
Indeed they did. Nate the Beast and Cali Tomato both having such stand-up performances on Dorado. So we're in for a series, folks, as the series has been tied up 1-1.
Yeah, I'm so glad we have a real series on our hands. It just makes things even that much more exciting. And I'm actually curious to see what UGA Red's map choice will be, because now they're now that the series is tied up, they have to wonder what they can do going forward to maybe slow down Pogchampions' momentum.
Indeed. From their previous match against the Gamecocks, they did decide to take them to King's Row, so we could be seeing a repeat of that.
Oh boy! And if we do go to Kingsborough, like I have no issues with that. It's a community favorite, and there's a lot of things you can possibly do on Kings Row.
But it looks like Pogchampions will be on the defense first this time, as UGA Red are attacking first.
Hmm. And I do kind of like that, so if you feel much more confident in your attack, you do kind of want to be the ones to set the pace, perhaps, um, and ensure that the enemy team has to play by your by the win condition that you set out for them, basically. But actually, looks like they're going to be swapping sides again. So actually, UGA might feel more confident in their defense more than their offense, potentially.
But we shall see. As what do you think what kinds of compositions do you think will be run on King's Row coming through from both sides, but primarily Pogchampions? Oh, it looks like instead we're going to Blizzard World. So what competitions do you think we'll see here?
Hmm. Um. Now, I will say, like, for Blizzard World, you dive is a possibility, but if you're the defense, I'm expecting kind of a more bunker style composition, a little bit more stabilized. Most teams typically like to play around the point, either holding on that right side or the left side, closer to Flight to Duskwood. So we'll have to see from that. But as for the attack, you could mirror the bunker style comp and just kind of slowly make your way to the point, or you could maybe go fast and furious and maybe just charge on in and hope to get any picks.
Indeed. So, who do you think you're favoring? Pogchampions does have a lot of momentum considering they did win on Dorado, albeit barely, but I think I think this could be a close map, as we've seen from Dorado. So, because both teams have their own very standard pop-off moments.
Absolutely. And actually, right now, the captains are actually deciding whether or not Blizzard World is gonna be it's gonna be the normal version of Blizzard World or the holiday version of Blizzard World. Personally, I kind of want to see the holiday version, especially since Christmas is just for actually no. Since or this is Sunday, just about 3 weeks away.
That it is. And yeah, I'm personally excited for the holidays. The
Me
winter
too.
season, the winter season and the Christmas spirit, everything is going to be very holly jolly, and looking forward to seeing some more Overwatch. It looks like
Yeah,
both teams are ready. It looks like we're going to be sticking with the normal Blizzard world.
a
So,
shame, but I can understand. Zelix did kind of mention that perhaps there might be a little bit of geometry change with the winter version. I'm not 100% sure on that, but okay. Look, it looks like we're just going to be doing the normal standard Blizzard world, And yeah, we are. Looks like we're just about to jump into it, but as you brought up, as far as who might be favored here, um, we'll just have to see. I mean, this is UGA's pick, but now that Pogchamps have a point on the board, they could take take all the energy they have from the last map and apply to this one.
Indeed. I'm very curious to see if we're going to be seeing some Hogs Daria on this map, considering that that composition is still relatively strong.
Mm-hmm.
And however, I'm expecting to see some more dive. Ooh, some very interesting compositions coming out. Pogchampions is going to be sticking with the Rhine Zarya, and UGA Red are going to be running the Ball and Hog composition.
Quite interesting. Quite interesting. Cali Tomato favoring still favoring the Echo. Duplicate can be a very impactful ultimate. And Venom is actually going to be playing the Widowmaker. You did bring up how strong their Widowmaker is, and perhaps we'll see it in action here. As looks like the UGA Red are going to be setting up on top of Flight to Duskwood, so quite a forward defense here.
Indeed, as the game starts, Venom gonna be on that Widowmaker. I'm so excited to see this as he has popped off on it before against the Gamecoccyx. So hopefully we can see what kind of impact he has on this match against the Pogchampions.
Yeah, but I do like this coming out from Pogchampions. You understand, you know, just stay together as a unit. Make it so much harder for the Widow to get a pick, but it doesn't matter. Lane gonna break that shield and get the hook and the kill on the mini ninja.
Ooh, Temujin just rolls around and finds Wilhelm as he tries to escape with the rest of his team, and that's a retreat being sounded for Pogchampions.
Mm-hmm. And I will say, looking at Pogchampions comp, I do like it. You know, grab dragons. You know, such a very good. Oh come on! Oh my God! A shot coming out from Dollops, just flicked around the corner to find Venom's Widow. But here is the Echo duplicate, but gets shut down almost immediately.
Ooh, Nate the Beast just kills the duplicate, then kills the Echo along with him. And Lane, not gonna be long for this world. He's trying to back out, finds the hook onto Fornic, and the Transcendence comes through from...
That is a good pick, though. Venom fights 2! Shuts down! Fight 3! Now the Widowmaker is online, baby!
However, Mini Ninja is still on the point. He's still causing some problems for UGA.
Yeah,
down.
He's gonna go down eventually. Zelix finally finds Fortnite, but oh my God, Venom coming online. He finds 3 picks. The Widow may have less help, but it doesn't mean she does less damage. She's still a threat, and Venom just showed why.
Exactly. I've pointed this out before, and I'll point it out again. Venom is not to be underestimated on this Widowmaker. He was able to go toe-to-toe with the likes of Ent from the Gamecoccyx, so I'm expecting some more greatness coming through from him as he finds another pick onto Nate the Beast.
Good hook coming out from Lane. Doesn't secure the kill, but again, Venom finds 2 picks, and this should just mean the rest of the team is just gonna cleaned up. Yeah, Mini Ninja is just gonna walk off the side. There's no use fighting a lost engagement. Wilhelm just gonna speed his way back and somehow manages to stay alive, but only 60 seconds left on the clock for the Pogchampions.
This Widowmaker is proving to be a major thorn in the side of the Pogchampions. However, they do have the Grab Dragons combo along with an Earth Shatter.
Yeah, so possibly some fight-winning ultimates here, but however, Zelix does have the Transcendence online, so even if they get grabbed, the grab dragons combo might not matter if the healing comes in.
Ooh.
And a
Grab
weird
with life.
grab, probably whiff, but Dom still finds epic frogs with the dragon strike.
Yeah, she was in a bit of a
A
difficult
shatter
position
comes down for 3D Ninja, and picks are going back and forth, but the Beast shuts down the Widowmaker. But Temujin gets 2 picks, and in the end, it looks like the Pogchampions are going to be fully held on Blizzard World. And that'll be it for their attack.
That was an amazing minefield coming through from Temujin. Just manages to split apart and pick off members of the Pogchampions as UGA Red manages to full hold them, like you said. And honestly, that was an amazing show from Venom on that Widowmaker. However, that's not to discount the efforts of the rest of the team, as everyone had their own stand-up moments, but Venom was the man of the hour. He was the star of that show specifically, and Pogchampions need to find a way to shut him down, as I'm pretty sure he's going to be running the Widowmaker again for their
Yeah.
attack.
Yep, there it is. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. You know? So, it is ultimately up to Pogchampions to put up a solid defense because all UGA need is just a single tick on point A, and they win the map.
That they do. And looks like UGA Red are going to be sticking with the ball and hog comp, whilst Pogchampions are going to be running the halt hook composition with a maze soldier, so sort of shut down Temujin again, sort of stop any shenanigans that Wrecking Ball might have.
Yeah, but this is a very stable composition. But like if one of the pieces goes down, that might be all she wrote. As I'm sure UGA are just gonna charge on forward the second they see an opening pick.
Temujin just going to be rolling around the left side of the point and just bowls through, manages to make a clever escape.
Nate the Beast does
Ooh.
take it out the window. But oh no! Wilhelm goes down! That's so much healing just out off the table. Zelix find Nate the Beast, and again, this is it. UGA smell blood in the water, and they are just gonna pounce onto the members of Pogchampions. Fortnite does get a final pick on Epic Frogs, but UGA take the map in quite a convincing fashion.
Indeed, they do. That was a very, very close map. But again, Venom, he just showed why he's not to be underestimated on this Widowmaker. Just finds headshot after a headshot after a headshot. And UGA winning the map pick. Gotta be feeling good for them right now.
Like after a defense like that and a convincing map win at that as well, UGA has got to be feeling good about themselves.
Yes, they have to be feeling good. The momentum is now back in their favor. Pogchampions, though, have the map pick, so not sure what to expect from them, but they should be picking a map they're comfortable with, and hopefully, and they're hoping to win the next map, sort of take it to game 5, sort of make this match one for the history books, but making it go the distance.
Yeah, I really hope we get a map 5. If anything, to really just close out this first weekend of matches. I hope to at least see one game 5. I mean, if we don't, fine. Really just says a lot about the teams. But But hopefully we get a fight to the finish here in this match here. Keep in mind, for either team, this is their last chance. This is their last chance to keep moving forward because they're in the redemption side. Like, this is it.
One player that has flown under the radar for most of the series, in my opinion, has to be Lane. He has always been fighting these massive pickoffs on the Roadhog, just finding these individual picks that sort of turn the fights in the favor of UGA Red. And even on Dorado, where they were losing, Lane was a standout character, having a great performance on the Sigma, on the Roadhog, and just wanna just wanna point out that even though Lane, we might not highlight Lane as much in our commentary, we just want to know that he is a very standout player, especially on that tank position. Wouldn't you agree?
Absolutely, Lane's been doing a great job on this off tank role, and actually, we do have the map choice right now. It's actually going to be Volskaya Industry.
Very interesting map pick. We could be seeing a bunker composition, maybe some Bastion sim strats, if they are familiar with it.
Mm-hmm.
But for the most part, we should be seeing maybe double shield, as that's what most people are comfortable with, considering it is a 2CP map and double shield is quite good on Volskaya. However, dive is also quite good. We could be seeing a Winston Sigma dive or maybe a Sigma Wrecking Ball composition. So
Yeah, we could. I mean, Temujin so far hasn't really shown much outside of his wrecking ball. That seems to be his go-to pick, and UGA Red are doing a great job of just playing around that displacement style of the wrecking ball, just understanding like, okay, all right, our wrecking ball is gonna slam people up, and we're just gonna in the chaos we're gonna get the picks.
and that's another thing I wanted to highlight is just the coordination between Temujin and Lane. When Temujin uses his pile driver, Lane is always there, always in position to go fishing. He just chucks a hook into into the pile of people, and he usually manages to find a pick. And even if he doesn't, that's still a lot of damage coming through from him. So good stuff coming through from the tanks for UGA Red, but Pogchampions are not to be underestimated. Fornic and Mini Ninja are actually quite good in those positions as well. However, they have not had many stellar, I would say, individual plays, but they have been doing quite well for the side of Pogchampions, being that consistent tank duo that every team needs and could ever ask for.
Right, you are, but this is possibly it for Pogchampions. They might go home here, but I have no doubt that if they are going to go down, they're going to go down swinging.
And this is what I expected to see coming through from the defense. Double shield with a Brig Batiste and a pseudo double sniper with the Hanzo Ash. Whilst Pogchampions are sticking to the tri-true Ryan Zarya. But the DPS line is very interesting. Going to be running the Ash and Reaper.
Yeah, maybe they'll just send Nate the Beast in the back to maybe just to maybe get some backline pickoffs. But yeah, UGA Red, they're just gonna hold all the way back. They're gonna give Pogchampions a lot of space to move, but so long as the bunker is stable, it may not matter.
Yeah, this is what I like to call the anti-tank composition, because the Ash Dynamite and Reaper shots just chunk down any tank really, really quickly.
Just like that, you just saw like Mini Ninja's shield just went down so quick.
Yeah, the Hanzo and Ash does provide a lot of shield break, and gotta favor them, but Dobbs finds Cali Tomato with a headshot.
Yeah, and you see Nate the Beast just in the back causing a problem, but but in the end is gonna die to the coach gun actually. But still, Pogchampions on the point and are slowly ticking up percentage.
The alternating shots
Dollar
are
finds epic frogs.
Yeah, and as progress ticks up, you gotta favor the side of Pogchampions. The tanks are gonna contest one last time, and the Batista's trying to provide as much healing as he can. Nate the Beast finds Cali Tomato as the Hanzo tries to run back. The Nano Boost on the Reinhardt. I think that's gonna seal out this point right here.
Yeah, a desperation window coming out there from Zelix, but in the end it doesn't matter because Pogchampions just charging forward.
Yeah, they win that fight. They win that point. Now they're gonna be pushing towards point B.
My God, look at the amount of time they have to work with. 5 minutes, more than 5 minutes. What a shatter coming out from Mini Ninja. He does go down, but Nate the Beast in the back, tearing it up with the Reaper. Also takes out. Oh boy, but I say that, and Bob takes out Fornick. And Venom takes out Nate the Beast.
Yeah, the Bob was a very good call from Venom there. That was a very good Bob. Just managed to zone out the entirety of Pogchampions. Mini Ninja did go down early in that fight, so they did not have a shield, and Nate the Beast and Fornick were just kind of left out to dry. They could not mitigate the Bob damage in any way, so that fight was solidly in favor of UGA Red, despite the amazing shatter coming through from Mini Ninja.
Yeah. However, they will have quite a few more ultimates to work with. They will have a Grab, a Death Blossom, and a Bob coming up online, but a nice halt into the Dragons. Tomato still goes down, but Venom takes out Nate the Beast. The Graviton Surge might be the all they need to secure the fight. And here we go. Progress is slowly being ticked up. Dollop just waiting to use the Bob. Maybe waiting if there's a recontest, or if things get a little too dicey. But so far, things seem to be favoring Pogchampions heavily right now.
Yeah, the Death Blossom seal the deal. The Bob comes out as well. Temujin not able to recontest. Just falls off the side. And Dollops with the Bob 2K. Mini Ninja finds Epic Frogs, and that's gonna be it. Pogchampions get both points with 3:23 in the time bank.
A very nice time bank to work with too. Well, they could have gotten a bigger time bank, but although thanks to I believe it was Venom's Bob.
Yes, it was Venom's Bob.
They did manage to shave off some extra time there, but in the end, Pogchampions, they just kind of just went in and poked a little bit more till they built up a nice bank of ultimates, and then when the time came, utilized them to great efficiency.
Indeed, so great stuff coming through from Pogchampions. Excellent coordination from Fornick and Mini Ninja there, just to use the Graviton Surge and then the Nano Reinhardt just swinging into it. Really, that helps seal the deal.
Yeah. So I do like this coming out from Pogchampions though. Just again grab dragons, very very standard combo, but very effective. And
UGA Red are going to be running the ball Roadhog composition yet again, showing that they are very comfortable on it.
Indeed, but Dollops just has to use the leap to make sure he gets away from the hook. You don't want to be on the receiving end of that one. And right now, UGA just gonna be putting some initial pressure on the point, and once again the sleep dart from internal He's been on point almost all the time with these sleep darts onto Temujin.
He just has Temujin's number at this point. Temujin is just constantly snoozing as Dollops finds a headshot to Cali Tomato.
Nicely done. So now, and you see Nate the Beast is charging into their backline. That's the power of Reaper, especially given the fact that he has some extra life steal to work with. But
Yeah, that's just another reset coming through from UGA Red as Zelix drops over to the Brig.
yeah, they're gonna be backing off a bit. Oh, they found internal, but thankfully he gets out in time, so the back line is not gonna be picked off just yet. But Cali Tomato finds Dollops, a beautiful coming out from lane, but Mini Ninja takes out Zelix. And Epic Frogs does find the res, but
this fight's already lost. This fight's already lost for UGA Red. I think they have to back out. Nate the Beast is just tearing things up. There's the Death Blossom to seal the deal. And it's just laid against the world. Nate the Beast with a 3k, possibly a 4k. As he did take out Zelix before that. And Pogchampions mounting a very solid defense on Volskaya A.
yeah, and right now they control their destiny right now, and oh boy, Dollops did go low, but thankfully good taxi from Wilhelm will ensure that the internal gets back to the team and able to provide even more healing. But once again, Cali Tomato finds Dollops.
That's another headshot coming through for the Hanzo. And there's the whole hog coming through from lane. The beat drop in response from Wilhelm. I don't think he found too many people with
down. And the Nano Reaper, oh my goodness, a lot of frontline damage just online and using it to great effect. Epic Frogs does get the res, but to what effect?
Musha does find Mini Ninja though, so... And the spawn advantage is in favor of UGA Red. However, lane does go down. Nate the Beast is still existing and he has another Death Blossom ready.
Oh boy. And also, we see the Grav Dragons also online. This might be last fight for UGA. They're going to be making some desperation swaps here. Almost pretty much full-scale changes. Except for the Hanzo.
They have 30 seconds and no ultimates, and on the side of Pogchampions they have a grab, they have the Dragon Strike, and they have the Death Blossom. So this needs to be some heroic stuff coming through from the side of UGA Red if they want to take this point.
Yep, it's just pure mechanics.
Nate the Beast is flanking.
Oh, the Death Blossom with 3! Surely that'll be the end, and the grab also committed. Yeah, that should just be a full coming out from Pogchampions. We will be going to a number 5 Pogchampions. Tie up the series 2-2.
Nate the Beast on that flank went by undetected as the members of UGA Red were too focused on trying to cap the point. They were too scared, and the Death Blossom right here sealed the deal and the fate of UGA Red's Volskaya chances. Bit of a heated grab there from Fornick, but still manages to find lanes Zarya and Pogchampions, winning Volskaya very convincingly.
Yeah, just again, like you can tell that they know what they're comfortable with, and the map choices speak very well to how they want to play the game. And now it is all on UGA to decide what is certainly will be the final map, and we'll have to see. Do they go to Lijiang Tower? Do they go to Busan? All they have, it's just King of the Hill that's left.
And going back to the first control map where it was Ilios, UGA Red did end up winning that map. And so they are technically favored in this map type, considering they did win it, but Pogchampions have shown some great stuff so far, so maybe they can turn their hopes around. Maybe they can knock out UGA Red right here, right now, on this final map type, and on this map 5 to proceed further in the Shoot for the Stars tournament.
Yeah, and remember, it's not it's a series. It's not a sprint. It is a marathon, and it looks like the final part of this marathon will be played on Ilios here.
Oasis, a very
Or
good map.
Oasis. Why did I say Ilios? Oasis.
Oasis, a very good map for a lot of different styles of tank compositions. As City Center, very good for the Wrecking Ball, and maps like University are lean more towards the Rhine Zarya and Double Shield.
Mm-hmm. Um. Also, I won't be surprised if we see Cali Tomatoes Echo here because two of the three maps here on Oasis, there's a massive skybox to play with. But I definitely think Pogchampions at this point understand that should Cali Tomato go onto the Echo, they will have the necessary DPS to shut that down.
Yes, and depending on which Oasis map we see first, we might even see the Widowmaker coming back from Venom. Widowmaker being very lethal on Gardens in particular, and City Center as well.
Indeed, it is. But this is it. This is the first map 5 of the tournament. Very exciting, and I'm so glad we've gotten to cast this super close series. So
Exactly. Regardless of the outcome, it's been a pleasure casting with you, casting with you, Kobayashi, and we shall see who shall take the series, UGA Red or Pogchampions. Just waiting on one of the members of Pogchampions, as he has some, as he is. We're just currently waiting on him before we can start the map. But who do you think? All right, level with me here. Who do you think is going to win this final series as we go into Oasis?
Welcome.
oof, that's it's tough. That is really tough because UGA Red have shown their strength. Pogchampions have shown their strengths, but UGA Red did win the first map, which was Control. However, Pogchampions are riding off of their success of the last map. So I think it's ultimately it's a toss up. It's a toss up right now.
Ready for battle.
And yes, it being University, I expected to see more Ryan Zarya, and guess what? We got more Ryan Zarya. And looks like we're
Yeah.
going to be seeing some very similar compositions here. Just a slightly different... Oh wait, looks like we are going to be running very, very similar composition here. Dollop's going to be swapping over to the Hanzo now though. And Zealot's opting to run the Moira and Internal, sticking with his tried and true Ana.
Yeah.
Round one.
The Ana has been so good, and yeah, pretty much a mirror match except for Zelix's Moira and Venom's McCree for the most part.
Both teams looking to postulate towards the point. UGA Red though gonna take the long flag. The sleep are coming from Internal. Just drop the shield from Temujin. His
And
shield
here
just gets shut
comes
down.
aggression from Pogchampions. They're just gonna march on forward, and Dallas finds Cali Tomato, and certainly that should be it. Pogchampions is gonna get the first cap here onto the last or the first point of the last map in the series.
Yeah, without that McCree, they don't have a flashbang, so Pogchampions can just play as aggressively as they want, but the coalescence is there from Zelix.
But a nice anti-nate to maybe take off some of the healing, but still UJ Red getting picks, and it is all
left and right. The Death Blossom.
Doesn't find
Will it be
anything.
enough? There
The
is a
Nano
Reaper.
was also committed, however, Nate the Beast, he finds two! He's staying alive! Somehow, some way. He manages to wraith away. He's gonna grab the health pack at the bottom. So somehow, Pogchampions are gonna stay alive. Thank you, some heroics from Nate the Beast.
That was impeccable from Nate the Beast, using the Reaper lifesteal in order to stay alive, using the maximum amount of recovery the Reaper can get from his lifesteal. And that's just incredible. He managed to single-handedly win that fight alongside Internal's amazing honor play for Pogchampions, and he finds another
Bro, can Ninja get shadow whenever he pleases, but it may not matter. Nate the Beast tearing it up in that back, and that is just the reset called for UGA.
Yeah, coming up on last fight here, they're gonna have a wealth of ultimates. They're gonna have the Graviton Surge, they're gonna have the Earth Shatter, they're gonna have the Death Blossom, both support ults. However, Pogchampions are gonna have the Shatter, the Dragon Strike, they're building up to a Grav, and they also have their own beat drop. The Shatter
Nice
there goes
shadow,
huge!
bro.
Illusion!
But the dragon! But Cali Tomato 3K Death Blossom will guarantee that UGA will flip it here. But it was kind of scary there for a little
In
bit.
the 11th hour, Cali Tomato pops off with that Death Blossom, but looking at the ultimate situation, you gotta favor the side of Pogchampions. Nate the Beast is still there, but he gets picked off.
Yeah, he kind of got shredded. Lane just beamed him down with his Zarya beam, and Kylie Tomato just cleans it up with just one shot of the Hellfire shotguns. And Epic Frogs with the long-range kill onto Dollops.
That was an amazing play and actually saves Epic Frog's life on that Lucio, but the Doom grabs.
Yeah.
The Death Blossom, though, will he find anything? No, not again.
But
Tamuja does go
Nano
down.
Reaper! Nate the Beast is going to charge on for it. Epic Frogs has to back away. Zelix does find Internal, but the damage might already be done. Lane does find Wilhelm, but here's the...
High Noon is there, Zone out, finds the pick onto Dollops, but Mini Ninja's Fire Strike finds Venom.
But the Shatter, he laid...
The Shatter is absolutely massive.
It is just Fornic on the point right now, but here comes Nate the Beast.
Nice pin.
It's in!
Beautiful pin coming through from Tamuja. He's finally come alive, and UGA Red managed to stabilize and retake the point yet again, even though Pogchampions did flip it in that entire engagement.
This is a brawl, but what a pick from Dollops! Cali Tomato is down! He was only 5% left to his Death Blossom. Nate the Beast, kind of low, does have to kind of back away, use the Wraith form. But Lane finds him! A Shatter coming out from Mini Ninja! Here's the Dragon! And Dollops finds two! Zelix is asleep! And goes down, and it is just Venom left. It has to pop. The recall goes down to Dollops, and here it is, overtime, 99 to 99. Can anyone touch? Does get booped away by Epic Frog. Cali Tomato goes
with a Death Blossom. Epic Frog finds another one to Fornic.
Somehow, some way, that might be it. UGA Red are gonna take the first point here. Eternal does get a final sleep dart to end the round.
Oh my god, what was that? That was insane. That was so close. It could have gone either way. It could have gone either way.
It really could have. My god, it was. What a series we have on our hands. I'm so glad we're going to map 5, and if that first point is any indication of just how much either team are willing to fight and lay on the line, this is going to be an incredible finish, no matter who wins.
Exactly, but UGA Red one map away from sealing this series. One more map win away. It's only City Center standing between them and moving on in the Shoot for the Stars tournament bracket. And looks like they're going to be running the ball hog composition again.
Once again finds Cali Tomato, the anti-nade, and Nate the Beast. Even though Epic Frogs did get the red, doesn't matter. The picks are coming in for Pogchampions. And once again, they'll get first cap here.
Exactly. Even though the ball composition is most certainly favored on City Center, the Rhine Zarya just has so much stability that the synergy between the tanks just complements each other quite well, and if they stick together, it's very hard to break this defense coming through from Pogchampions.
Yeah, Temujin, just buying his time, just making his presence known to the Pogchampions. But right now, it looks like
UGA have to back up. Ooh, Don's by the headshot to Venom, but Cali Tomato finds one in return.
But Nate the Beast, the Reaper, just causing so much problems for the members of UGA. And another good pick, and this should be it. Yup, Cali Tomato just gonna reset here. Temujin again escapes with his life.
However, we've seen the same song and dance before. UGA Red backs against the wall. Tournament can possibly turn this fight around and flip the point in their favor. We've seen this before on University. Can they do it again on City Center? Nice.
The Beast has to use the Wraith form just to make sure he gets out and doesn't get caught in the middle of that of the team.
A lot of ultimates though on both sides. The Nano Reaper coming through the hook shot.
The Nano Reaper! And all that damage is going to be pumped in. Oh, but Wilhelm actually commits the beat there. That might have been an overcommitment.
I do think that's a bit of a tactical mistake, but it might not matter as 95% and climbing. Pogchampions looks to seal City Center right here. Can anyone touch? Temujin does manage to touch at the last second, but Dollops, headshot after headshot on that Hanzo. Just shutting down the members of UGA Red one by one. And unfortunately, that looks like it's going to be it for UGA Red on this map in particular. Nice super jump from Epic Frogs just to get to the point, but I think that's all for naught.
Yeah, at this point they're just trickling in. There's not much they could do. And a convincing map point 2 from Pogchampions. So here we go. This is it. Point 3, map 5. This is coming down the wire.
Indeed it is. This series is so close. Everyone is fighting tooth and nail in order to move on in this tournament. And honestly, just great stuff from both teams. That was some amazing stuff coming through from Pogchampions. That's their stalwart defense could not be broken. They were an impenetrable fortress. But as we move towards Gardens, you'd hope that Temujin and Lane can make this ball and the hog composition work.
But yeah, it's just right now the Pogchampions showing their strengths, and it's up to UGA to match them somehow.
Both teams just taking their time. However, Pogchampions just speed straight to the point, take the high ground, but Venom on that Tracer just finds Dollops.
Great opening pick, and Venom also gonna find Mini Ninja, so that is a lot of presence just gone. But Nate the Beast, not to be outdone, his Reaper's still out there, and if you let it, it will tear you apart, and he shows why. He also takes out Temujin, but Cali Tomato shuts him down, so the carry is no longer there, so to speak, and this should be the first cap for UGA.
Some great stuff coming through from both teams, but yeah, even though Nate the Beast did manage to have some pop-up opportunities, Cali Tomato was just too high in the sky, and that Reaper can't deal with the Echo when she's flying that high. So yeah, it looks like UGA Red gonna be controlling the point for now anyway. Tamusian does pile drive gets slapped
I do like
immediately.
this though. Dobbs is going to be swapping into the McCree, so just some hit scan presence will add just some extra pressure onto that Echo that maybe may not have been able to do as a. Oh, but the duplicated Echo. But oh boy, Zelix is going to go for a ride, and the Death Blossom from Nate the Beast finds 3. And that should certainly be the end for UGA Red's defense right now. Cali Tomato being the last one alive. Although Tamusian maybe just buying some extra time, but that is the flip.
Yeah, even though that pin looked like it was unintentional, I like to think that was a 500 Gigabrain IQ play, as charging the Transcending Zen out of the way just provided a massive opportunity for Nate the Beast to press that Q button and get that massive 3K with the Death Blossom, sealing the fight win for Pogchampions as they start to tick up on Gardens.
This grab could absolutely be massive from Fornick. Dollops takes out Venom, but here is the minefield. But it looks like, oh no! Wilhelm be dropped into the mines. That is so unfortunate. And despite a decent defense so far from Pogchampions, the flip will come out. But that was a major mistake from Wilhelm.
I think what happened was he was gonna drop the beat, but Tamusian just swings around the point, boots that Lucio into the minefield, and takes him out of the equation and the ultimate out as well. No sound barrier means no sustain. And UGA are very close to winning the series right here. They have some ultimates to work with, but so do Pogchampions.
Early Transcendence, but the anti-nade ensures that Epic Frogs is gonna go down. The Shatter comes out. Blossom from Nate the Beast. Here again, here's the flip again. Oh, Tamusian. Sorry, you ain't gonna play the game for a couple seconds there, my friend.
Tamusian just having a rough time every time Internal is just around, constantly sleeping him. He has his number, and just some amazing stuff coming through from Pogchampions in order to win that fight in the final hour. However, UGA just needs one fight win, but they do have the Electric Cowboy. Pogchampions does have the Electric Cowboy.
The duplicate is here, and oh no! And another straight shatter! But then here it is, the Electric Cowboy is here to go. Venom does go down, but Cali Tomato with the duplicated Reinhardt is gonna do a ton of damage here. Nate the Beast, however, is still up both DPS. Gonna have to do some epic heroics there. Nate the Beast, he's somehow staying alive here. However, Cali Tomato, he's just gotta do all the Lucio maneuverability he can. Mini Ninja with a desperation swap onto the Wrecking Ball. They don't want to go out just yet. It is 99 to 98. Cali Tomato takes out Fornick. Does get stunned out, but here is the Michael. They're going to make things so much harder for Pogchampions. Lane finds Nate the Beast. And while all this chaos is going on, it looks like UGA Red might win the map, and they will. GG's in the chat. UGA Red will take Oasis and the series 3-2, but my goodness, what a series this was.
This series went the distance indeed. Some amazing stuff from both teams, good stuff from Pogchampions and UGA Red. However, unfortunately, we have to say goodbye to Pogchampions right here as UGA Red does proceed further into the tournament.
Yeah, but my goodness, you do have to give so much credit to Pogchampions because they took it they went the distance with UGA Red, who in their own right are both a fantastic team themselves, but in the end, that duplicate was just coming up from Cali Tomato was so integral to securing the series for UGA Red, shutting down Wilhelm, and just causing so much chaos in the back, and didn't really give Pogchampions a foothold to really come back and stabilize. By then, they were just trickling in and hoping and praying that they might get some picks to maybe bring the momentum back in their favor. But in the end, UGA Red are gonna take the series 3-2. But what a fantastic match this has been.
You couldn't have asked for a better ending. And once again, thank you all so much for watching the stream thus far.
Yes, this has been so good, so good. And actually, quick update to our donations. We are now $303. So thank you guys so much for donating during what has been such an amazing series to watch. That is going to do it for myself and Mariana. But Mariana, thank you so much for casting this game with me.
It's been a pleasure casting alongside you, Kobayashi.
Yeah, but that is going to do it for the two of us. But don't go anywhere, guys. We still have one more series to close out the day. Thank you so much for tuning in, and we will see you after this short break.
was to serve them poor shepherds in the fields as they lay. First Noel, the angels did say, was to serve them poor shepherds in the field.
All right, hello everybody, welcome back. So in between our matches today, before we hop into our second match of the day, we wanted to read through some of our amazing donations. Once again, we want to thank you guys so much for taking the time to send in your donations and to support Make a Wish. We're going to be reading out just a few of our donations here.
Yeah, absolutely. Starting with Jovo with $15. Let's go, gamers. Let's go. Die Bale with $25. Jovo once again. Uh, saying Willis Pog, aka Deadpool, with $20 for the kids, and Jovo with $30. Let's go, Wired. Once again, thanks to all these lovely people for donating. And make sure you guys donate as well so that we could read out your messages and donations in between matches and streams.
And like we've said this before, any amount that you can donate counts. It's all going to Make a Wish. It's all going to an amazing and beautiful cause. So any amount that you can donate is very much appreciated. Once again, thank you guys. Thank you so much to our amazing donators. And thank you guys for watching the stream. We hope to see you and we hope to read out your name there and have a donation set up from you. Thank you so much. All right, hello everybody. After that brief little pause there, we had a little bit of difficulty getting everybody in the game, so we're starting just a little bit later than usual. But we are ready for our second match of the day for this Make-A-Wish Georgia tournament, 12 Days of Wishmas. Today we're gonna have Gamecocks versus Charger Blue, and I'm definitely excited about this match. We saw them a little bit during scrims. And Gamecocks were actually yesterday. They were able to beat UGA Red 3-0, and UGA Red was sent to the redemption bracket. We definitely will be seeing some of them. We said before that this is not a single elimination tournament. This is double elimination. So UGA Red is still going in, but Gamecocks are continuing through the winners bracket right now in their game today against Charger Blue. And I believe Charger Blue's first game was canceled, if I recall correctly. So that was when we had our mini games. So I'm definitely excited to see how these two teams match up.
Absolutely. And when it comes to UGA, who got sent to the losers bracket / redemption bracket, as you put it, if Gamecocks come out with a win today, they might actually meet each other in the finals. This might be a revenge story for UGA. They might actually want Gamecocks to win today so that they can exact their revenge on them. And it just comes down to how both teams play out in the end. We've seen some incredible plays from both sides. Even during the GOATS match, we've seen a lot of incredible plays on the side of Charger Blue. So I'm looking forward to a great match today, and I think it will be something special because, as we both know, the first match was 3-2. So hopefully, it's a similar outcome when it comes to this match because I feel like both these teams are equally balanced and equally on par with each other.
And our first map is going to be coming in here. We're going to have Lijiang Tower. We saw a little bit of Lijiang yesterday, and those were definitely some wild games. Definitely had a lot of interesting plays coming in, so I'm excited to see what these two teams are able to do with this map. And it looks like we're already having, I'm looking at Crimson Ninja and that Sombra.
Hello.
I don't know if they're going to stick with the Sombra. Some people change before they go out the gate, but Sombra can definitely be a pretty good play on this map, especially since you got a few health packs, kind of laying around this middle point. So I'm interested to see how they're going to work with that.
Absolutely. And Sombra can also play such a vital part in building up that EMP extremely quickly. And it could shut down a lot of key ultimates on this side of Gamecocks. So I'm probably this Sombra.
We are already having a fight here in this side room off of the point. But it looks like some members of the Gamecocks are already kind of getting on the point. And Gamecocks are, despite not having everybody over there in that side room fight, it looks like they are going to clear through Charger Blue.
Yeah, they absolutely push right through them. And this is the great thing about a rush comp and a brawl comp with on the side of Gamecocks. They're using this brawly style to get right in the faces of Charger Blue so that they can take the fight to them and they can dictate the tempo of this fight. And as we see Ice Manta immediately switching to this ball composition so that it can create a lot more disruption, making it much easier for Crimson Ninja to build up this EMP.
Now this Pharmacy combo coming in from Gamecocks right now. Like I said, we saw them already kind of hovering on the point while Charger Blue is off to the side there. And it looks like we are going to have a little bit of a contest here coming in from Charger Blue.
And I'd like to just bring up what a great, what do you say? From ENT, the way they shut down not ENT, sorry, Sovereign, the way he shut down Farah's barrage with his stun.
Oh yeah,
and,
very nice plays from Ent there, and he was able to find 2 picks there at the end.
And Sovereign turning to this Widow composition to, I don't know why, because there's not a lot of sidelines. Maybe it's to take down this Farah on the side of Gamecocks, and that, well, as we know, that is the biggest counter to Farah, is just someone who can deal that 200 damage straight away with that headshot.
Oh, there's the window coming in from Gamecoccyx. Charger Blue once again taking that side room, but Auction is able to get an early pick on Sovereign. And then Word able to follow up with Ice Manta, taking out that tank, and then yet another one. Enigma and just finishing that damage. And oh, looks like we're gonna have a little bit of a contest there from Crimson Ninja on the Sombra, popping that EMP. But unfortunately, it is gonna come up dead. And Gamecocks are gonna take round 1 here on Lijon.
Yeah, the problem was that Crimson Ninja didn't build that EMP fast enough to actually play a vital role in this composition, because the members of Gamecocks kept stalling and taking out their players one by one. There was no coordination around the Sombra, because Sombra's biggest utility always comes down to how the team works together. So once Charger Blue starts coming together and starts getting into that groove, I think they might be just a force to be to reckon with. And Crimson Ninja might just be sticking on this Symmetra pick just to get the team to point. And it'd be fascinating to see if he continues to stick with this Symmetra.
Oh, it looks like we got 2 Symmetras actually, Oxygen and Crimson Ninja. Both looking to go for some teleporter plays here, I assume. Both look like they're approaching the middle. Already both teleporters up there over the arch, and we're already gonna have an engagement here.
Oh, wait.
Oh my gosh, Ent is just absolutely going in with this Reaper, finding 4 picks. Just relentless right now. Going in, finding a few, and just pushing right through Charger Blue. And it looks like we have had a little disconnect there from my fellow caster, so it seems like I'm going to be riding solo for the time being. Oh, nope, there he is. Alright, so Gamecocks are going to be currently holding the point, already up to nearly 20%.
Yeah, I'm sorry for the scuffed cast, but my game is kind of crashing. Might be because of how heated this team fight is, but I also think it's terrible.
Obviously, that's the reason. It's just so good. It's crashing the game. We are already having some engagements here coming in from Charger Blue. Rolling in there with the Hammond once again.
Yeah, I like the switch to this Moira Lucio, providing a lot more speed and a lot more dynamic engagements for the side of Charger Blue. So it just comes down to using them well.
Oh, both Symmetra walls are going up. We did already have a rally coming from Gamecocks once again. Ent able to get in there with that damage, popping the Death Blossom. Not really going to pick up much, except for that knockout on Crimson Ninja. But it is going to kind of give some way for Gamecocks to go in and find that team kill onto Charger Blue.
ENT, time and time again, just providing to be such a powerful player for this team. Always getting those vital picks over and over. And ensuring that Gamecocks has that advantage in these 6v6 situations, and always creating that advantage for his team. But once again, looking at how fast this team can come back to the point is just engage after engage.
Oh, there's the barrage coming in. Not able to pick anything up. Still having a heated fight here. Enigma, Ent, and Oxygen able to get in there and do some damage though. And once again, it looks like they're just going to roll right through Charger Blue.
Yeah, it does indeed, and I think it just comes down to how stable this composition is from the side of Gamecocks. They just know how to use, they know how to play around each other, and they've just, crushed the side of Charger Blue, as no matter how many times they come back in with these important picks, these important, these faster heroes who are really good at displacing and creating this chaos. Gamecocks always just stuck together, played their game, and kept picking off important characters. Like, for example, when in that last fight, when when My Oxygen took out Sovereign on that Pharah, it was just an extremely important pick, which in the end benefited the entire team.
Absolutely, and we were seeing there, even during that play of the game, I was seeing all the healing because, I kept seeing Ent take some damage in there. But, once again, the healers, some of these unsung heroes here, Reaper especially needs to get right up in the face sometimes of the enemy team, and Ent was able to do that, thanks to the help he got from his supports, really keeping him up, getting him some time to get in there and really deal that finishing damage to force Charger Blue back. So that was definitely
Yeah.
very critical, maintaining that healing. And I definitely think that it helped that they were rocking. Gamecocks had that double shield, that Orisa Sigma, and then pairing that with the Symmetra really makes them pretty unmovable, especially once they get that hold on the point.
Absolutely. And once again, shout out to this tournament being Make a Wish Foundation. I hope everyone is enjoying the stream so far, and please make sure to donate so that we can, this is for a charity. It's for a good cause, and in the end, that's why these players are playing. They're not playing for themselves. They're not playing for glory. They're playing so that Make a Wish themselves can get the funding required to actually help the people everywhere. So make sure you do donate if you do have the money. Otherwise, just please support the stream. That itself is more than enough.
Absolutely, send this link out to anyone you know who, if they like Overwatch, if they don't like Overwatch, go ahead and just send it to them. Who knows? They might end up liking it, You got to take that chance, Make sure you share the stream. You can also find us on social media, Stars Tourney GA on Twitter. Make sure to find that. You can see, when we're playing, you can see match results, you can see all that fun stuff. So you can keep up with what's going on, and you can hop in here, maybe throw in a donation. Any small amount matters.
Yeah, and with that, we'll be right back after this break, and so that the teams can like calm down, maybe discuss what's going to happen.
Traveling.
Welcome back, everyone. After a bit of a scuffle,
Initiating match.
I'm back, and I'll be, hopefully it won't be as bad anymore. I can finally look at the game and not be paused on a single frame, and then somehow make analysis about the team compositions and how they affect each other. But we will be on Havana, a really good map for double shield, and also
Ready
for
for
brawl
battle.
comp. So you can see a lot of different compositions work here, and I'm looking forward to seeing how both teams work out. And as you can see on the side of Gamecocks, they are going with this brawlish comp. They want to take the fight straight to him. They want to slow them down with this May. They want to put pressure from different angles with ENT, and probably covering this entire angle. And they might honestly spawn camp, because we all know when this Ryan Zarya, Ryan Diva comes out, they're just going there and they're gonna spawn camp. And no, look at them! They're all crouching their way, slowly making their way towards spawn.
Just lying in wait.
Corner. Like predators looking for their prey.
And Charger Blue is still running this double shield composition here, running that Orisa Sigma, as well as this Sombra again. So gonna see if this Sombra from Crimson Ninja can do a little bit more damage this time, maybe charge up that EMP faster. It already looks like he's sneaking around the sidelines here, trying to see if he can maybe get a pick on this Lucio. But there's the first pick there, coming in from Gamecocks, already finding that Orisa, and that is gonna be a big setback for Charger Blue.
And Sovereign as well, getting extremely low on that side corner. Gamecocks not letting anyone to even come out of this spawn, pressuring them from almost every single angle.
Oh,
And
already
that's
going
a
in
great
for a
wall,
fight.
sectioning them off, and that's the first pick on Gleam, and this might just be the fight.
Ooh, Cat and Ice Manta going in, taking out Jay Ready, and then finding another one onto the Baptiste, and they are just still rolling through here. Smart is able to find Oxygen, and then Sovereign doing a little bit of cleanup as well. And Charger Blue is going to start moving this payload.
Exactly, Crimson Ninja providing so vital on this.
Oh my
But
gosh.
immediately gets picked off as I was complimenting it. Is this the Coster's curse?
You madman!
I guess it is the
You
Coster's
just came around the corner! You didn't have to do it like
Immediately
that.
picked off by ENT. Again, proving to be such a force, not
Ooh,
just
Gleam.
carrying over from the first map.
Gleam with an amazing hook there onto Ice Manta, pulling him right past that shield and taking him out.
And
it
also
looks
the
like
Blizzard
he's
coming up just to
moving in.
finally clean up this fight.
Very nice Blizzard there from Crimson Ninja. Gamecocks are definitely capitalizing there and getting yet another one onto Cat. And they are going to be forced back for the time being. Charger Blue looking to
but as
regroup
we
once
can see,
again.
as we can see, this side of Charger Blue, they're coming up with these key ultimates, and Agalo, even though already having this supercharger, not supercharger, Matrix, and it may not be enough to come up with the sheer force of Deadeye. Oh wait, but Enigma taking out Iced Manta, removing that gravitic flux, which would be so vital in this game. ENT taking out Small Tax. And
Oh,
ENT
and
with
it's
two.
just going in. Oh my gosh.
ENT
Charger
just
Blue.
not allowing them to breathe.
Oh my
Keep
gosh,
picking
and
up
another
four
one on the
kills with
Crimson
this
Ninja.
fight. 4 killed in this fight alone.
Absolutely deadly Widowmaker right now. And Ent hasn't really been able to get a contest just yet, but you know, then again, Charger Blue not really running anything that can get right up in Ent's face and stop the sniping. Ent's not even on the high ground, just kind of chilling next to the payload.
Oh, and that's a huge gravitic flux, picking up almost all the members of the team. But that's a great that's a great immortality field. But the Blizzard comes out immediately, stopping the team from pushing in, and it looks like a scrappy fight. It's going back and forth, but the side of Charger Blue coming out on top, slowly taking out their team members with heavy investment from both sides. Agalo still not using his Matrix, and that might have been proven why they
Oh,
won this
Edge
fight.
from
But
behind!
ENT too, on this
Oh my gosh,
backline,
in the back!
breaking
They
this
didn't
fight
notice him.
back single-handedly, and the spawns are coming in for the side of Gamecocks as well. They start
Enigma
charging
getting
in,
in
and
there and
immediately that
finding
Matrix
two
is
as
out, taking
well.
out 2 of Enigma.
Oh my gosh! The Charger Blue with the perfect opportunity there to push in, but Ent coming up from behind, he's still going! Still going, finding Calyx!
There's
as
no
well as
mercy from this
Sovereign.
Widowmaker, and that's a full hold!
Oh my gosh!
ENT, everyone forgot about him. No, everyone's like, it's just the Widowmaker, but no, single-handedly bringing this fight back. That one
And to
forgetful mistake
absolute
has costed them.
madman. Oh my gosh.
This man's on a tear. We saw how strong this man's McCree play was in the last map, but his
Oh,
Widowmaker
yeah.
is on another level.
Absolutely insane. And I was watching Charger Blue, and I was especially watching Ice Manta and I'm trying to remember who the Baptiste was. I'm a terrible caster for not remembering who that was, but I believe it was Cat, but they were pushing up there that Baptiste Sigma combo there. They were doing a very good job. I kept watching the feed. They were really going in there and getting those critical kills. Ice Manta, popping that graphitic flux over there towards the end. We saw a huge graphitic flux from him, and they were really going in there, and I was really expecting them to make it to that first checkpoint, but then Ent, like an absolute madman, just comes out of nowhere. I was not expecting that at all.
Can we just put it out there that ENT might just be the Carpe of this league with how hard he just deadlifted this team out of that critical situation? Because that map could have just first point could have just gone to Charger Blue.
It definitely could have. I was expecting it to, and he's still going and finding Sovereign. There's a little bit of a scrap here.
And
on
finding
the side.
2 on Cat. J-Ready already getting 2 picks, and that first fight gone.
Now we saw Gamecocks play that a little bit differently than we saw last round from Charger Blue. Now Gamecocks they came out and I don't think they were expecting Charger Blue to be that close. Charger Blue really just like up in their face as soon as they came out of the spawn, starting those fights right off to the side as soon as they left that initial building.
But things seem to be going from bad to worse for Charger Blue, because this card has almost been pushed the entire time and no one can touch! No one can touch!
And
no one is touching!
Ready. Oh no! Very unfortunate. No one from Charger Blue is able to make it to contest that payload, and it looks like Gamecocks are going to take map 2.
It does indeed, but all hope is not lost for Charger Blue, because they've been proving to have some extremely good performances. It's just here and there. They just need to watch out for some of these players, like ENT, completely demolishing them on this Widowmaker play. And as we can see here on screen, 13 critical hits, 47 scoped accuracy.
Oh
That's
my
just
gosh.
insane. Even for a pro level, that's insane.
Absolutely amazing plays there from Ent. And like you were saying, we saw some really good plays from Charger Blue as well. We're sitting here, it's easy to say, like, oh, Gamecocks won the round. But Charger Blue, they had some very nice plays. We were looking at Ice Manta, especially coming out there with that graphitic flux. And I think if they would have known Ent was there, then I definitely think that they could have made it all the way to that first checkpoint. I think if they can really come together on this next round, then we could still go into a map 4. It's definitely possible. So definitely don't count them out yet. They still have hope of staying alive in this. And like we said, there is always we do have a redemption bracket. This is not single elimination. This is double elimination. So keep that in mind as you're watching.
Well, let's not talk about that elimination bracket just as yet, because Charger Blue is still not out of it. And it looks like there seems to be some changes on the side of Gamecocks. They seem to be bringing Wired in instead of Gleam. And I want to see how big this dynamic change is going to be, because in some of the Goats match, for example, My Oxygen was the one who was on this Diva, so maybe he might pick up this he might pick up the mantle of off tank in the next map.
Absolutely, definitely excited to see where this goes for them. I think Gamecocks, saying before we started, yesterday they definitely made a strong hold, going 3-0 against UGA Red. So they are definitely a force to be reckoned with. But I definitely think Charger Blue still has a chance to get in here and
Mhm.
make something happen. And our next map is going to be King's Row, it seems. So King's Row, oh boy, King's Row is kind of anything goes sometimes.
Yeah, absolutely. King's Row, a crowd favorite and a fan favorite, and even my favorite map. Honestly, because of how dynamic that map can get. It's always promoting different strategies on each point of that map, always promoting different sorts of playstyles on each side of that map, and it just provides a lot more engagement and fun on that map. And that's why I love King's Row, and that's why I know a lot of people love King's Row. So I'm looking forward to this map, and I feel like Charger Blue can bring it back. I believe. I know as
I
casters,
absolutely do. They definitely do have a chance.
yeah, we as casters should not be having bias, but in the end, we want them to come out on. We want this to be a good match. We want this to be a good map for them, and we want this to be a good match overall.
Absolutely, and we do want to take this time now in between games to remind you, to if you can, throw in a donation for Make a Wish Georgia. This is what we are supporting here. This is what this whole stream is about. We are here to have a fun time and play some Overwatch, cast some Overwatch even, but we're also here to raise money for an amazing and beautiful cause. So definitely, throw your hat in the ring there, and any small amount
Now
counts.
entering
We do have some incentives that are a little high. You can get some ASMR casting, some uwu casting, and then we even have some higher, total donation numbers where you can get, chat gets to pick certain heroes that they have to play, and even sometimes the map. So definitely check out those incentives, and definitely throw in a donation if you're able to.
Mm-hmm. And when it also comes to Make-A-Wish, they've always been known as one of the better organizations when it comes to supporting children and helping them get the things they need. So, as Lee stated, my fellow caster, please make sure you do donate because this is going for a good cause in the end. But coming back to the match, it looks like Sovereign is going to be picking this Bastion. It's the teleporting
Oh
Bastion
man.
strat.
Oh, I'm excited to see this one.
I this happened yesterday. We saw this teleporting Bastion yesterday. I don't know how I felt about that. This
Oh my,
this is my nightmares may be coming true with this pick. This is what cheese looks like, boys.
Oh, we got a ball coming in from Jay Ready, kind of hanging out here on the high ground. I don't even know if they see him up here waiting by the buzz. Oh, there's the teleporter onto the top of the Mandata statue, but Ent is ready for it. Ent was ready for that push, finding Cat and Sovereign.
Oh, well, this teleporting Bastion strat may have been good, but Ent is just better. Ent is he just
ready.
knew.
Ent
He
knew
was
what they were
ready
going
for
to do
it.
before they even knew they were going to do it. He was ready for it.
The foresight of Prometheus, this man.
Absolutely, but it does look like Charger Blue is recovering fairly quickly, switching to that double shield once again, trying to roll through here, slowly approaching the payload.
And Jay Reddy on this ball is just tearing through them uncontested. He's just rolling down through, just causing this insane amount of displacement, allowing his team to just come around and take out all these team members, like My Oxygen, like ENT. They're just coming together and forming this sort of cohesive teamwork, which we don't really see with a lot of the teams.
Absolutely, and that ball definitely helps, to break teams out of their composition, especially with double shield. It's very easy to hunker down. You got to kind of break that up. And like you said, Oxygen really able to get in there and capitalize on some of that. But it looks like Crimson is going to find Enigma. Oh, never mind. Going to get that cancel out from the Mercy res. But Oxygen is able to take out Sovereign. And there's a Diva Bomb coming in here. Going to come up dead, unfortunately.
Yeah, that Diva Bomb was probably for a reset. Wants to get back in that mech as fast as possible to help their team out in actually finishing off this map. And ENT once again with this pick on Smart Tax.
Oh, Jay Ready!
Through all these bombs! We've seen before what this man can do with this Hammond during our Goats map, and he just kept building him up at like insane amounts of speed, and his mechanical skill on this ball is quite insane. But
Now,
oh, look at that Crimson Ninja on that backline, probably
Crimson
going
Ninja.
for
Just hanging out right here behind Enigma. They're just, you know.
And no one's
Crimson's
even
waiting.
checking. Oh!
Jeremy found it!
Figured it out!
Oh my god. Oh my
But
god!
why Carson with 4? 5?
5!
While we
Oh
were staring
God.
at this Sombra, this man is going on an absolute tear of the backline.
Word! Absolutely insane with the pulse bomb placement. Word just got put in, and he is coming out here to make a show, guys. Getting
A
3
super
with
sub,
the
as they
bomb.
say. This
Oh
entire
my
team is
God.
just stacked. And here's another thing about these Tracer sticky bombs. The entire point of this
Oh, a
composition is to
huge
stick
EMP!
together.
Oh my
But
gosh, Crimson!
That was a great EMP, but an immediate Transcendence might be a bit late to save 2 of his team members, but they're still pushing Iceman to take out Enigma, making this fight much easier for them. But My Oxygen's still in this fight, and so is J Ready. They still want to compete somehow, but slowly they are all getting taken down. And I do not think they'll be coming back for a recontest.
They might
Or
end
are they?
looking like he might try
ENT
and
looks like
slip
he wants
in
to
here
contest
through the
this
top.
point and is going to the back lane.
Oh,
but
there's the
bomb
Diva
shooting
bomb
point.
right on the payload. A
Oh, but it
nice
gets
save
nobody.
there from Smart.
ENT trying to contest, but it's a little too late. But Jared, he's still trying to stall out this point as much as possible. It's down to 9 seconds, and if they keep
Charger
stalling this
Blue
out, this
has
might
a
just go to
hold
overtime.
now. They have a hold now. They are not letting it up. That was some amazing cohesion there. We've been watching the Sombra the whole time. But Charger Blue finally able to get Crimson in there and drop that huge EMP. That was amazing. Very nice
Exactly.
job
That
from
EMP
Crimson.
again can be proven so vital, as a Hammond without his rolls is just useless at that point. He's extremely slow, can barely move anywhere. So these hacks need to keep coming out. But oh, there are the mines again after just one
Oh.
fight. And
We're
White
going
Carson
in there.
already with
Oh my
another
gosh.
pulse, taking out 2.
One-man army back here.
And this is just it. This is
Capitalizing.
cleanup. Slowly pushing this team back straight to spawn. And this is what we mean by the amount of cohesion they have together as a team. They keep surrounding and pincering this Charger Blue with their bunker style composition, their double shield composition, when they have to play together, and they're just working around them, pincering them, and slowly taking them out. But this is a great pick on ENT. This takes out a lot of the damage needed for the side of Gamecoccyx to actually do anything.
But there's the res coming in from the Gamecoccyx. Charger Blue still slowly approaching the payload. Another big EMP coming in.
But J-Ready taking out Ice Manta, that could remove a lot of the shielding pro needed. And it's still a very scrappy fight. Back and forth trades happening. But the spawns do favor the side of Charger Blue.
Oh,
my
another
God,
pulse
again!
bomb.
With every fight,
He's
this
still
man
going.
has got some pick or another with those pulse bombs. He is not
Oh my
stopping.
gosh.
The DPS on the side of Gamecoccyx are just
Adjusting angle of attack.
on a tear. They are not giving any space for Charger Blue to even do anything. Even though they have such an extremely stable comp, it's just not working out.
Absolutely, and this is, you know, they're still trying to push in here. We did see some ult usage from Charger Blue already. Charging up that rally and that EMP once again, though. They are getting pretty quick ult charge, even though they did just recently use that Graphitic Flux. Gonna go ahead and knock Oxygen out of mech. And Enigma's
J-Ready
gonna find that.
once again, they are out.
Oh my
And
gosh!
He
3!
gets 3.
And then Ent gonna push in there and do some cleanup. And they're gonna be stopped right past that arch.
Wow, J-Ready just building up these mines at extremely quick pace with no regards for what anyone else says. And that's what I love about watching Gamecoccyx. They just keep up this pressure no matter how many people they lose. They just keep pushing and they keep exerting their strength onto the other team, and they keep attacking them from all these different angles. Like how we saw with Weird Carnicer and with ENT and J-Ready and My Oxygen. They keep coming around and pincering them from all these different angles. And let's not take away from Agaluk and Enigma. a Golok providing some extremely valuable reses at the perfect times, never getting caught out, except when the team
Absolutely.
fights were lost. So the entire team is just working together extremely well, and everyone's just putting up stellar performances.
Absolutely, and I definitely think Charger Blue still has a chance to hold here. We've seen this double shield composition, and it doesn't look like there's going to be that ball to kind of knock them out of position now. So, with Charger Blue here on the defensive, that double shield, could be pretty unmoving. So we're going to have to see how that works out for them. And I did want to point this out. Uh, you know, Last round, that EMP once again, just absolutely critical. If they can keep charging up that EMP, then they can definitely capitalize on it. And we saw a Diva Bomb coming in towards the end there from Oxygen, trying to stop that. And they were able to get those shields up pretty quickly and save that. So some very nice plays there from Charger Blue. They definitely still have some potential to win this.
Absolutely, and it seems they've come out with this main Sombra pick to probably slow down this ball from doing any damage, but now there's not a lot of damage which can be done to ENT. There's not a lot of people who can actually put pressure onto him, and ENT already taking
yep,
off
there
Smart
he
Axe.
goes.
And this point is already ticking. That's 1/3 of the point gone. And that's 2/3, and this point is almost going to the way of Gamecoccyx within the first fight.
See, I thought Jay Reddy wasn't going to be on that ball. He was originally on that Reinhardt, but then he made that switch to the ball pretty last second. And like I was saying earlier, that ball is very good at knocking out those players from behind those double shields. And as you can see, it's being very effective so far. Jay Reddy already swinging in from behind. They are just getting pinched here in the alleyway.
Absolutely, and there's not a lot they could do. White card is getting 2 with that Smart Axe, and this card is just being pushed with no one being able to contest because of the amount of pressure Gamecoccyx is applying. And I think this map is a wrap.
Enigma just solo capping here with the Zenyatta, and that is going to be an end to this matchup. Gamecoccyx really showing out today.
Absolutely, this team has been such a force to deal with since the start, since even during scrims, since we both were present, since at least I was present. This team was just such a force
You
to
just
have
had to
dealt
call me
with.
out like that.
Well, it is true. You had your own difficulties, but coming back to the main point, we all know how strong Gamecocks are going to be, and they're probably going to be the villains of this story, or the strongest of the strong. And if we want someone to come down from this losers bracket to come back and beat them, it could just be Charger Blue, as they're getting sent to the losers bracket, or the redemption bracket as we like to call it. So all is not lost yet for Charger Blue. They can still come back and they can still exact their revenge, and Gamecock seem to be making a lot of enemies in this tournament, and they need to watch their back.
Man, they just really, went in there. And, like I said, we definitely saw some very nice plays from both teams, though. Sometimes you get a comp thrown at you and you just don't, exactly know how to handle it. And, I think that Charger Blue, like I said, definitely still has some potential to come in here and do some more in this redemption bracket. We certainly have not seen the last of them just yet, but we do want to say GG's to both Charger Blue and to Gamecocks. Both very amazing plays from both of you guys. So very nice job today.
Mhm. And once again, we'd like to thank our sponsor Skulls for sponsoring this event. If you'd like some premium game merch and esports merch, or just esports gear in general, check them out. Give them a look. They've been providing with absolutely wonderful gear for a lot of different people. So if you want something which is high quality, let's check them out.
We also wanted to take a moment once again to thank all of our lovely donators. Thank you so much for everything that you guys have done. We've been doing a very good job on our donations so far, and we definitely want to encourage you guys to keep donating, keep watching the stream. Any small amount matters. You may be thinking, I don't have that much to donate, but like I said, even the tiniest bit can go a very long way. So definitely make sure, if you get the opportunity, to donate. And we're going to be here for a little while. We're going to be here till December 20th doing these matches. So if you can't donate now, the opportunity is still there. We're gonna be back next weekend, I believe, on Friday, same time, to be casting these matches. And hopefully we can see you guys there. Once again, thank you so much for watching, as always. And thank you so much to my co-caster here for everything he's done.
Of course. And before we wrap up, I'd like to just shout out some of the donators. Spaghetto with $15. His message being 15 ilms 50 equals $15. Absolutely agree. You've been great in today's match, my friend. Anonymous with $100. Love the gaming
Oh my
connection.
gosh.
Thank you, my friend. Appreciate
Thank
it.
you so much.
I guess I need to lag my game out a bit more. And Insanitizer with $10. I said I would donate for Wired, and I think your donations have helped him out greatly. Once again, thank you all for coming to the stream, and we hope you've had a lovely day.